And there we go. We are live. Sorry, Mac.
I was going to say, are you in trouble again? You've got
No,
to win
I got
back favour.
Negative. No, I just had to quickly run. Sorry, guys, on stream. My wife asked for tea just as I came upstairs to say hello to you guys. So I had to put everything down, extend the music, and go make some tea. So no, I think I got brownie points before I was in trouble now. So happens. Was the music a bit louder, Mac? Was it better?
It wasn't. I was listening to your last stream introduction,
Okay.
Nikki. It was on the last stream.
All right, but this one is better.
I didn't listen to it.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. I'll go listen to it later on.
Hang on, I'll go and listen to it now. Just...
All right, well, okay. We are currently at Fuerteventura, if that's the correct pronunciation. We're going to fly down to Cape Verde, the island chain, just a little bit more south down next to Africa somewhere.
No, the balance on your introductory music is low.
Is it low?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Just to let you know.
Yeah,
no, just to let you.
The question is why, Mac? Why? What the hell?
Well, if you remember, you had to turn your mic up, the headset audio up the other day, so maybe you need to boost your...
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, I've done it now. The only problem is you might now get blasted a little bit by the engines. So now you've got to listen out for the balance on the engines, okay? I haven't set this slider in years, so I don't know why. Okay, it's done.
Well, you've got new audio software in there for your headset.
Yeah, of course. Right, okay. So, I haven't done much. Was still working and I had some errands to run. Now I'm back, so now I'm going to start setting this baby up and I'm going to fly. Where we go to and how far we get and all those other things. Right, so navigraph first of all, let me get my bearings. Right, there you go. Now you guys can see as well. It says 2 hours 29 block time, of which a good 20-25 minutes will probably be on the ground and us just prepping. So let's see. Okay, we said we're taking off runway 1, which is this one.
Ground to cockpit, cannon knowledge. Coming through the menu when you are ready.
Hello, Christoph. All good, thank you. I'm feeling much better. Stupid bug didn't cause too much trouble today. I've got much more energy and feeling much better. Let's put it like that. How are you doing, Christopher? You okay? Are you guys here on Discord? You all okay?
Yeah, we're doing good. Just landing.
Yeah.
Thunder?
Yes, sir.
How does my mic sound for you now?
It sounds good.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Oh, Jordan, I just missed your landing.
All good.
Of course.
Alright, so there's the map as well, all set up. Some brief gave me flight level 320, so I said negative. Go back, think again. Now we're on 36. Excellent, Christoph. That sounds excellent. That little teardrop on the end looks very interesting. And we have one, two. Wow, that's nice, Christoph.
No hanging around there, Jordan.
I'm sorry?
I said no hanging around there.
No, sir. Nice little airport.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
Alright, well, time for some lunch. I'll watch the stream from the big screen in the living room. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, take care.
Okay, take care, Jordan.
Christoph, I can't really at this point in time. It's too early in the game. We still need to finalize a couple of things. Mako knows my dream, my ideal ideas of what we want. But once it's in a place where it's actually working, it's going to be easier to talk about it. Because just now, something doesn't work, and then everybody's disappointed. You know. So let's give it a bit of time.
Trim up.
Okay, looks like I'm almost ready. Christoph, the one thing that I can tell you now is we're not going to bring history over. We will credit everybody their flight hours, so you won't lose your flight hours. But we'll keep the old website separate on a separate domain just for backup. So if anybody wants to go back and view their old buy reps, you can do it there. But we don't want to bring the whole database over. So what we'll do is we'll start fresh and we will transfer all the hours so that you guys don't feel cheated. And then we're going to fix the problem that I don't claim to understand. Mako says there's a problem, I can't see it, I don't understand it, I have to ask him. There's something wrong apparently with the way the aircraft is set up. He wants to change it completely. So we'll have to see what that means. I'll have to wrap my mind around it to see what that means myself or everybody, you know, so I don't know. It's all in his hands at this point in time, and that, you know, is kind of a given already. That's why I can share that with you.
Captain Hatch, count the fastest seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take their seat at this time and please fasten your
Ground to
seatbelt.
complete. Tower is driving up.
Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until all turn items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
That's a problem, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, it is.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Ooh.
Flight attendants prepare for
Good
departure,
timing.
cross check and all call, thank you.
Before start procedure. Oh no, don't start again. Beep, 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 beep. Bugger. Linda's not gonna work. She just bombed out. Well, at least the voice recognition bombed out. Damn it.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Couldn't be that setting where you had to reset it the other day.
No, what happens, Mac, is when I forget to start the voice recognition before X-Plane starts up, before Linda starts up, it always bombs out. And my fault.
Can't you run Linda with a widget like I do?
Yeah, I can, but we'll see. I use the widget for some of the functions, but not all of it.
Yeah, I find it much easier.
Start connected and bypass.
And you always get confirmations all the time.
I'm just filling in automatic Unicom quickly. So we've got other traffic here.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
There's the widget, let's see.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure complete. Ready for before start checklist.
Andy, I got your message, so I presume you are looking at the stream. Second, let me start these engines. Start procedure. That was before start procedure.
Engine start procedure. Waiting for the command to start sequence. Starting number 1 engine.
I clicked the wrong one. Okay, sorry. Okay, Andy, please forgive me if I just die away when I speak, but I've got a coughing fit the whole freaking day already. So I don't want to cough in your ears, it's rude, so. Okay, I didn't choose one in the SID, I choose transition in the star. And
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
when we are in the air, I'll put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen and then I'll show you how I choose them and why I choose them and things like that. So If you can just bear with me a few minutes, once we're in the air, we can have a nice chat about that and answer more questions.
Starter cutout. Starting number 2 engine.
Tower is disconnected and bypass beam has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time. Very flight.
N2. Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
Let's hide that thing again.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Flaps 5 set. Taxi lights on.
Cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Nico?
Yes, Mac?
You updated your A-cars?
No, not before this flight. He didn't ask me before the flight. Why is there an update?
Yeah, Mac has just listed something in the VA dev. You've started your A-cars, have you?
I did.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Takeoff procedure. takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Hey, Kevin.
Oh, Mr. Kevin. Hello, sir.
Just caught the start of the flight.
Nico's stream. Do you want us all to go down to live on air, Nico?
Yeah, let's do that. I forgot again. Just makes it easier to sit here, really.
Not only that, but it means that when people see you, it know you're live on air. That's
Yeah.
what I was getting at.
Yeah, excellent. Alright, I just want to check on where by where's who, where and what. Right. Is this a taxi? Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna line up.
Approaching 01.
Stabilized.
On runway 01.
Takeoff thrust set.
Ah, there we go.
Acceleration altitude good.
That's on that side.
1 set.
Right, okay, so guys, my wife just gave me my food this side, so it's dinner time. I'm listening. You guys are welcome to talk with me. I will respond as soon as I am able, and same for text. But I'm going to mute the mic a bit.
Okay, John.
Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Oh boy, what a bumpy takeoff. Look at this. Can you imagine?
Wow. Imagine what that's going to be like when they've got this new turbulence model.
Oh, okay, Thunder, it's cool. We'll wait for you.
That is pretty effective. Is that a turbulence setting in your xEnviro?
Let's have a look. Sorry, wrong button. I don't see it. Shout when you see it, if you see something about turbulence.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
I don't think this thing can set, and that's why I've been saying from the beginning, that's one setting that's missing, because the turbulence in xEnviro can sometimes be way unrealistic.
Yeah, but Nico, there is something else to consider also.
Mm-hmm.
That is Fuerteventura is world famous for their, what do you call it?
Oh yeah,
Tricky winds sometimes. They are world famous for that. It's not very dangerous, it's just a bit bumpy.
Gotcha.
You did not maximum turbulence set at 100%.
Oh, there shows you what I saw with my little eye. Alright, maximum turbulence 100%. I'm going to reduce that. I am sorry guys, I apologize. I swear I misread it or didn't understand it or never saw it or something.
well, leave it at 60.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I
the
mean,
seatbelt
because
sign will be
there
switched
would
off
be
shortly.
70.
However, for own safety, we
Okay.
recommend that you spread seatbelt with
I'm
your
sorry guys, I feel like such an idiot now. I never
We have an excellent
realized it was there. I've been telling everybody I wish they had a slider for it, and there it is. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Oops.
I blame John.
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to blame Uncle John too. He distracted. Okay, thanks Christoph.
I did notice another setting you've got there, and I wondered what it is. You've got the winds at surface level.
This, yeah, I don't know why it's set to 100 knots. I think I copied.
No. At the bottom of that list on that side, you've got reduced
Your surface
crosswind.
I don't know. Max, some of these settings come from the xEnviro suggested settings. Some I displayed.
Okay, okay. No, I accept that. Just wondering why it was there.
I don't know. I have never
Well,
had an issue with crosswind on landing in It's always just been in the air and on short pilots when you try and land. Man, sometimes this
Yeah.
thing rocks you.
Yeah, but when you get down to the low ground, if it's being automatically being switched into reduced mode, that's when it's realistic. It would be handy to know what the realistic settings are.
Right. Well, there's real, so let's click it. And this is what it yeah.
That's you've got it ticked, which says reduced.
No. 8 seconds, look.
Okay.
The moment I click on the real mode, this is the settings that I get. Okay, so it's taken off reduce surface, what's his name, crosswind. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to 60 here. Maximum surface wind speed, I don't think we need to have that on 200. We can have this on something else as well. Might as well put it on 60 as well.
Not 100, because it was on 100.
Was
before you,
yeah, it's try and get that on 100 now. Got it. Okay, so I've taken off the reduced surface wind because I think you're correct in your thought. I think that reduced thing is maybe not realistic. So I've taken that. We're going to keep this one.
Well, what you've done is you've set it up now. All it was doing was it was cutting it by half in the first place.
Probably. So let's try it like this.
Yeah, okay, same. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to mute quickly again.
Okay, get your driller before it gets cold.
It's ice cold already, believe it or not.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a passenger Escobar. Passenger Escobar. This is in regards to a special meal. Would you please identify yourself to a flight attendant? Passenger Escobar, please.
Good afternoon, drone. How are you doing? I see you cold and wet, but I suppose we need some water before the winter comes. Andy, I sent you a PM on Discord. If you're available, we can talk about the flight planning. Bye-bye, Christoph. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, and he says he's here. You're going to join us in the Discord room, or you're going to stay on the outside? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the beginning. Okay, so just clear this route. Let's talk about it in a little bit more depth than usual. So obviously I get my routing from the VA. I copy and I paste the route that the VA gives me, and it's we just duplicate this tab and I'll show you guys. Right, so these are the bits. So what I do is select that portion, which is the route, the actual route. It doesn't contain the set, the star, the departure or arrival. Okay, I just copy that. Okay, then I go to Navigraph. Now I know you don't, I think it was you that said you don't have Navigraph. Andy, can you hear me? You hear? Well, you were in the room next door. That's why we couldn't hear you. I had to drag you in now.
No, you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah. Fine. Okay, so I was showing on the stream basically how I get the route from the VA. So I copy that. Was it you that told me you do not have a Navigraph subscription, Andy? I'm not hearing you now. Anyway, okay, all right. So it might be a little bit more tricky and difficult. We can look at doing this in little nav map as well. But I'm trying to show you the basics. Okay. And Navigraph desktop charts makes it very easy. So we'll do it here, and then we'll go to little nav map that's free and try and recreate it there for you. Okay. Right. So this is the second step. The first step is to create a new flight. You put your departure and your destination in. Then you copy the actual route. Now you can get that from SimRead. You can get it from Route Finder, you can get it from multiple places. I just take it from our VA, right? And now you can see there's dotted lines, and that means there's no connection. You know, there's a missing link, missing piece, both sides, and that's typically where the sit and the star needs to come in. Now, what Navigraph does, once you get yourself into this position, all you need to do is select your runway. Now we took off from runway 01. Once you've selected runway 01, you'll see it's there. It goes and sits at the top. Now you can't see it. There at the top, it sits. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we can use the eye, and we can actually see which departure brings us closest to that point, and that is LORPO or Q. So select that one. You see it perfectly. Puts everything in place, and it actually links everything up now. Alright, so a transition point is your via point, I'm going to use you to get to the next point, kind of a point. It is about directing through a specific point. So the transition point here from the standard instrument departure of runway 01 is that one, which is LORPO, right? So remember that one. And then from LORPO, you're going to fly directly to that point. This is Golf Delta Victor Grand Canaria VOR, because that's where you get on the airways. Right, so that's a direct to, that's your SID. Okay, so you see it makes it kind of easy. I'll show you on the other side as well. Once you know which runways are active, it's easy enough to figure it out. Now what we can do here is we're going to use runway 01 again. Okay, and you see there's your dotted line, and there is a line there, that's your star. So it's PINP1 Sierra on the runway 01. So we're going to find that. Okay, there it is, right at the top. So what it's now doing is it's linking that point to a next point, but it's not linking us to the runway. So theoretically now what's going to happen is that point needs to be a transition point. It needs to be the place where you go from the one situation being your star onto the approach. It's the point via this point that you go from the one section to the next section. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one in mind. Now what we're looking for is we want an approach, because is this thing sorry guys, you see there's the VOR, but the runway is not shown. Can't really see it. Map. So it's somewhere there is a runway, you know, whether you come in from the top or the bottom, wherever, it doesn't matter. So your next thing that we do is we click on the little I, make sure we've got runway 01 enabled, and now we're going to look for the color code. You see there's like a red and there's like a red. So ILS runway 01 seems to be the one, and that bit of red is giving it away. You'll see if we choose now ILS runway 01 and we use SEL, which is that VOR, it is towards the NDB, I'm not sure. We'll see now. You see now what we have is from that point we are now going to fly an actual route back. So that is your transition point. That's where it's supposed to now transition. Let's just put that in. Okay, now they do it a little bit differently. Okay, I can't zoom in more, I don't know why, but anyway, we can't zoom in more. I'm just going to take this away. Okay, so what they're telling me is that point is actually the transition. So it's going to take us to that point. I initially thought that was going to be the transition, but it's not. It's this one. Right there, called SEL. See, transition is SEL. So if we put the chart overlay on it, it's going to take us to the VOR. We're going to come out from the VOR, and then we're going to do that teardrop. We're going to go in. I don't know, this is drawn very wonky. It's not very nice, but basically you come out on the teardrop and then you go back onto the ILS, and that point then with the SEL transition, that is your transition point. So when you put the transition point in, it's kind of logical. The one step follows on the next step. It is a point that's going to connect two segments together. So we want to go from the standard instrument departure, our star, we want to go onto the approach. And in the approach, they use a SEL transition. See, there's a SEL transition. We've got other transitions as well. But if you run through, you see, visually you can immediately see it's wrong. And then you go to final. Even there, you can see it's wrong. The purple is only one straight line. But if you go SEL, is that now ATC? It's ATC. So let me quickly finish, then we can speak to him. Right, so I hope you understand. It's a link that links two segments together, and in this case it will be SEL. Just by looking at the picture, you see it actually draws the whole thing for you. If you use any of the other transitions, you're going to be out. You don't have a connection back to your runway. So that's how I determine SEL. So let me get onto the ATC here, and then we'll take little nav map that's free, and then we'll see if we can make that work for us as well.
Sí, 77, estamos A 36 millas de Seraco en descenso, con usted.
Estación llamando, repita.
Give me a second, I just need to quickly talk to ATC.
Global 7
I'll tell you when we can continue the discussion just now.
Continúa en descenso al nivel de vuelo
They're talking loud in my ears now.
Araco, esperen aproximación NDB pista 3.
Pues descendemos a nivel de vuelo 100, esperamos Araco, la pista 01 de la Palma Global 7.
Center, good evening, Skymatix 001, flight level 360.
Skymatix 001, Canarias, buenas tardes, identify level 360.
Thank you, sir. Alright, okay, so I'm identified, he's got me. Right, okay, Andy, go for it, tell me, or ask me. You're gonna have to press your button to talk, okay?
Okay, I will try to get a look after the charts. That was SimpliKit that you used.
No, this is Navigraph desktop charts.
SimpliKit Pro?
No. No, sir.
Okay. Another question. That was Navigraph. Okay. And another question I had. Sometimes I hear you twice because
mute the YouTube. Once you are in this room here with us, mute the YouTube. Just switch the sound off on YouTube. Because that's always between 8 and 10 seconds delay, and that's why you hear it once. Because Discord is instantly and the other one takes a second. Oh, he disconnected himself. Andy, come back, we miss you.
On the potential one Papa
Well, anyway, Nico, you're so correct. There is a lot of talking and a lot of reading about the charts that really needs to be done.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And there is even those RMPs that suddenly ends.
Yes.
With no connection to the runways. That's even more
challenging.
Challenging, yes.
Okay. Well, I don't know how he disconnected himself and now he's not coming back. Andy, I hope you're okay, buddy. Let's continue talking about this little nav map. So, show you this. In your SimBrief OFB, don't worry about what it looks like here. You guys all should have SimBrief accounts, so you should get the same type of printout. We use the Lido format, so it should all be here. Once you get to routing, all I want you to do is copy the whole thing. This includes the runways, the sits, the stars, everything. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to little nav map, and it's free, you know, so you can copy from the clipboard. Let's start from the beginning. So we click on flight plan at the top. There's a menu item, flight plan, and we go new flight plan from route description from clipboard. So there it sits. Okay. what I would recommend is just get rid of the runway numbers. That's not important right now. And then we say read the route description and create the flight plan. And there you go. There it is. The orange down at the bottom here, as well as the orange at the top, that's your SIDS and stars, but it doesn't show you the correct one yet. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here to your flight plan, or you can actually zoom into, we can zoom into the actual runway or the airport, and we can click it there. But what it's easier, just click there on the airport and then show departure procedure. So on the departure procedure, there's a whole bunch of them. Now, if you click on one and you just start clicking through them, this will literally give you a visual representation there. Exactly what we saw in Navigraph, and you get it just by clicking. Okay, so yes, that's the one we want. So now we say insert into the flight plan. There you go, there's your SID. It's done. Okay, now when we go down here, we've got the same situation. There's your star. It brings us in beautifully, but it doesn't take us to a runway. You know, it's useless for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to right click on the airport, show arrival procedures. Okay. So now, wow. Okay. So the blue is the potential flight route. So we're going to just click through these guys and see which one looks the best for us. We wanted to go some other place that makes sense, and I forget, we are looking at the star, so we want the orange. There we go. We want the orange to become blue, so that is the star, PINP1S, exactly what we had on the other side. So we're going to insert that. Now it asks us the arrival. We're going to use 01, right? So there's ILS 01. I'm pretty sure, yes. You click on that little triangle, it makes it open a little bigger, and here's all your transitions. You see they're listed here. Now you can do the same thing we did in Navigraph desktop charts until you get one that actually works, which is that one. Okay, now you'll see there's a cell 1 and a cell 2. Typically what will happen is the one is for jets and the other one is for propeller aircraft. Okay, the turning radius is larger or smaller depending on which one you take. See, so for our purposes, we want it to be a little bit larger. All right, because we're flying a Boeing. I mean, it's fast. You can't just turn on a dime. All right, so there we go. That's the one we want. So we're going to go insert. Alright, and that's it. You can then close the procedures. Thank you for your service, sir. Unicorn 122.8, Skymatix VA. Alright, so that takes care of it as well. Alright, so here we go. Now what we have is we've got the actual star coming to the VOR. What we have is then from there on we're going to get, oh, I see where it happens. That is the actual NDP. That's the transition point. So then we're going to bug out and turn back and come back. That's visually another way of seeing what it is. Now the dotted line that you see there, the orange with the dotted line, that's your go around procedure. Okay. So once you actually click them through, that's your missed approach. So don't worry about the dotted lines that are orange. It comes in from there, goes down, bugs out, teardrop a little bit, and come back in. And there you have a proper flight plan that you can now actually take from SimBrief. You know, so I started from SimBrief coming here, but you can actually build everything here, then take it to SimBrief, and then export your OFP. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you guys can use it. I mean, I understand that not everybody has got... Andy, are you back? understand that not everybody's got the means to get the Navicraft shot, so this is a good alternative.
Nico, you hear me? I'm back.
Yes, sir. I hear you as long as you press your button. Thank you. I'll see you back. I did the whole discussion without you now.
You hear me, Nico?
Perfect. I hear you.
I have got my internet. I have to restart.
Okay,
I have to restart, so I will see it
on the video.
YouTube.
Yeah. I can run through it again if you really want to. We can just quickly tell it. If there is anybody with questions, let's shoot some questions, guys. Let's, if you have questions or suggestions.
I have a question, a small question. Yeah. Sometimes I see people fly the sim on a real live route from a real airline route. How do they get that? How do they get hold of those routes?
If you are in the US, it's easy to get it from FlightAware. I'll show you where to get it just now. If you are on Flight Radar 24, you only get it if you subscribe. If you subscribe to their service, they open a little bit and give you more information, and I can only imagine they copy and paste it from there.
Okay, so there's no other way I can do it in Europe. So
you can use Flight Radar 24 in Europe, but you'll have to subscribe.
Yeah. And what if I'm in Africa, South America, Asia?
I'm not sure who covers them, but in Africa, the whole of Africa is covered by Flight Radar 24, except the conflict areas. And cover them.
Okay.
Anyway, this is FlightAware, so let me show you. If you go to the Americas, I mean what KJFK, let's wrong button, and need to give it something. So let's go KMIA, for instance. So we're going from New York to Miami, and we click on Find Route. There you go. Those are all the live aircraft currently flying this route. And over here it will tell you as well the frequency. So that frequency tells you how many times a route has been flown. So this one is by far the most popular one, and this is the one that I would take. That's the popular one, we take it. I mean, all the others have merit. There's nothing stopping you from using it. When you see a flight level below 300, that's the big Lear propeller aircraft, you know. If you go to the route analysis, look over here, you can see the different airframes that they've used. Funny thing is, I don't even see a propeller aircraft in this list right now, but that's typically, below 300. Anything above 300 is typically your jets. Supposedly, it also be the odd one out. So anyway, there you can physically match the airframe with a flight level with a route. How's that? Have you seen that, Christer?
Oh, well, that's excellent.
So I know that they have certain areas outside of the US, and believe it or not, I believe Australia is one of them that's covered by FlightAware. I think that's what I saw the other day. But anyway, don't hold me to that. But this is how us normal guys usually just pick up.
Yeah, that's great.
If you have some Toolkit Pro, Christer. If you go to the flight planner there, you can actually get schedules from there as well. Dan actually made schedules available. Then you click on the airline you want and, get the info from there as well.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah. I've also heard a lot about Eurocontrol. What is that?
Well, Euro Control is the actual real-world controllers for the whole of Europe. So the way I use it is through Route Finder. You know Route Finder?
Yes, sir. I do.
Right. So I've got the payware version. You have to have the payware version to get the Euro Control information. So I'm putting it on my screen here. Let's say, give me 2 ICAOs in Europe you want to fly from and to.
Echo ESA, Stockholm.
Okay, ESA to?
Ljubljana, LJ.
All right, and then we can give it an altitude. I think 350 should be okay. And now all we do is we say generate the route. Okay. What's going to happen? What? Now it says it's got no connection. Oh, there we go. We had to try again. All right. So flying west, I'm going to just change that to 36. Make sure that it's okay. So there's 2 steps here now. This was the first step. Now we've got a basic route. This is not necessarily Euro Control approved. So if you look here at the bottom, there's a validate button. So if we click on validate, it tells me there are errors. It's not validating through Euro Control. And then what we do is we go to search the database. Now what happens is this thing is querying the database at Euro Control. So just by clicking on one of the routes, look how it's changed it. See, now these routes have already been flown in the real world. They are Euro Control approved, supposed to be. Just try that one. Yeah, that one. Okay. So that's the one I want. Now if I click on validate, it should go through. See, no errors. Now that is an actual real world flight that has been cleared by Euro Control. Doesn't say which airline, private jet, whatever, it's irrelevant. It's just, it's a route that they've...
Excellent, Nico. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Does it work for India also, for instance?
No, because Euro Control has got no control over them.
Oh, of course.
You can use Route Finder in India, but you can't verify it. You understand what I'm saying? You can generate routes, it will make routes for you, but it will not be verified at all.
Okay, thank you very much, Nick. Great.
Okay. Wow. What's the ETA? Just over an hour and a half to go. So what can you guys tell me now?
What do you mean?
I told you a lot of stories. You need to tell me something back now. Otherwise it's going to be a boring flight.
Yeah, you can rest your voice a bit. Well, I have a small news or announcement to make, actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You know, Mr. Paul and I, we have been working on a tour for the Mediterranean Sea. Around Italy, Greece, some Turkey, and back again. Yeah, and the point is that we want to make the tour more as a challenge tour. The point is, Nico, that we flight simmers, we fly way too much automated flights from point A to point B. So we thought, now we need to do something about it. So we created a small challenge tour instead with 12 different routes in the southern Europe. That
Okay.
contains a lot more NDBs and VORs approaches instead of ILS. And we would like people to train and practice a lot more about those kind of approaches, because it's increasing your level, your skills level increases in the Zibo.
I hear you.
Yeah, it's not about pressing the VOR button or something like that. Lock button, locator, following the locator. It's nothing about that, because then you only get back to automation again. It's more like planning your flight to be able to hand fly. In the first beginning, we were discussing using the Zibo board failure systems and creating different kinds of failures. But we quickly realized that that is too much work and too much to read about and too much to practice at all to be able to handle it. So we need Pilot Sasso to help us about that. So instead we created this tour system. The purpose is to practice different kinds of approaches and different kinds of hand flying.
Gotcha.
So if you like, you can fly you can go automated on the cruise levels, and while you are in the star, you can disconnect your automation anytime and just follow the charts. Just follow the flight directors, nothing else.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's daytime flying only. And it's quite a short flights also. Around about 1 hour or so.
And the spreadsheet I gave you, I see you did fill it in. Are you done with that?
Yeah, we are done with that.
So I can maybe this weekend import it and get it going for you.
Yes, sir. I only need you to check it because I copied and pasted straight from Navigraph shots. So maybe I've done something wrong. I don't know.
Okay, I'll have a look.
Please tell me. Please tell me if I need to change anything.
Okay, will do, Krister.
Yeah. Good. Great. So that's the kind of announcement. So we are aiming for a new tour. And we'll see.
It sounds good.
Yeah, it is. And it's quite challenging too. I test flown them all. So
okay. So you know, if anybody's got a query, they can come and ask you.
Oh yes, more than welcome to ask both Mr. Paul and me. Absolutely.
Excellent. Thanks, Krister.
Yeah, you're welcome. So it's a challenge, but it's a fun challenge, and you also get to use your safe situation because people are going to need to practice hand flying, and that's not the common thing to do while you're at 8,000 feet or something. So no. But it's all about finding the sweet spot of the thrusts and the trims.
Okay.
It's all about finding the sweet spots. And when you do, it's easy as peasy. Easy peasy to fly.
Okay.
It's absolutely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hello, Scotsman. Hello, Anthony. No, it's not going to work for you. No, Anthony.
Mr. Anthony, I've been pregnant all my life. Come on.
You're pregnant with expectation, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, Anthony, it could have been a gender reveal for all we know as well. No, Krista did report on this, I know.
I think Anthony has a secret crush on me.
No, he's happily married. I can vouch for that.
Yeah. Funny man. Thank you, Anthony.
Scotsman, there's nothing happening. We've been doing some training on various things like flight planning, and Christer now talked about his new upcoming word that Mr. Paul worked on, and we're just relaxing. We've got about another hour and a half, I suppose, approximately, this flight, but everything is going grand, really grand.
Well, Anthony, if anything happens, let me know, okay?
Shit. Christer, I've met his wife. She's just as gorgeous as my wife.
Okay.
I don't think he's gonna let go of her anytime soon.
No. Well, you never know.
Oh, yeah. What are you saying? You want to live in hope?
Always do. Always do. Well, I've been happily married now for 35 years.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's some time.
Yeah, we're going for 25 years, me and my wife. It'll be 25 years this year.
Yeah. That's well done. It's hard work, actually.
Yeah. It's not for sissies, eh?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, that sounds good, Thunder. Welcome back, by the way.
Just sent you a link, Nico. Aircraft about to take off. Oh, it's rolling.
What's the significance of this aircraft I'm watching? What's the story about?
It's just as a live airport one. That's Lanzarote.
Got it.
Just found it. Looks a bit murky there.
Yeah, it does. Right in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Thank you, Scotland. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. Yeah, it was. Thanks, Mac.
Nico and Mr. Mac, I have a question.
Yes.
Do you have the link for that technical YouTube site for the beats for the Zibo one?
What do you mean the
38? There's a guy doing streams about various parts.
Ah, do you mean, yeah, it's to do with the real aircraft, not to do with Zibo.
Yeah. But do you have the link for it? Could you please put it in here in the stream?
Hang on. Well.
No, send him a PM, it's fine.
I think I've got it in the chat room somewhere, but hang on. Let me find it. It's alright, I've had to restart all my computers this morning. I've got to find where everything is.
Okay. Now I was just thinking maybe you could show it to viewers also.
You'll have to send me the link and then I can paste it. If you paste it, it's gonna kick you.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, here it is. The Boeing 737 technical shell.
Yeah, you got it, have you?
Yeah, I found it. I'll send a link. you would like to post it. The stream. Really interesting.
And it is that the bloke who wrote that was involved with the B738 site.
Yeah.
But he's also a real world 737 pilot.
Yeah.
Quite a few hours involved. And the way that he does his walk around and explains it is in a very understandable language.
I see. The latest one was 10 days ago. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get a coffee refill.
Linda keeps switching its pumps off. We've got lots of fuel in. It's 150 kilograms to lift.
How many?
450. Remember, SOP
That's
is
the
this.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the old switch. And
Yes. So this is the old SOP. Guys, my son just wants me to come and check something on his PC. I'll be a minute or two, maybe I'll be back.
Hello, Andy.
I'm struggling. I don't know which door, which home I have to.
Which room? What? Yes. Do you mean here in Discord?
Yes, either I hear you and you don't hear me, either I hear you twice with a cut. Yes, I mean here in Discord.
Yeah, okay. Do you have the... Do you have Nico's stream on your computer too?
Yes, I have the stream.
Yes. Nico's stream, you have to mute it. Turn the volume down. That's why you get the echo.
Okay, I have turned the volume down. You hear me? You hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes, it's fine.
So just I have to put the volume of the stream of the stream.
Yes, yes, because you are here in Discord with us now. That's why.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Mr. Mac,
Yes.
do you have any information about the EVAIO, next version of, what was it now, voice on Unicorn?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. You should have spoken to Jordan earlier. He'd have been the person.
Yeah, I know. I spoke with him. He told me a lot about it. I couldn't remember half of it. But I know they're working and testing Voice on Unicorn, and they are testing wake turbulence in the value systems.
Yeah, well, that wake turbulence is because they've got to upgrade for the new X-Plane 12 model.
Yes. If I understand correctly, Austin on Laminar has contacted the value to make sure it works. Yeah. And also the update frequency on airplane locations are going to be 1 second now in the new system.
Yeah, they've changed it, yes.
The
servers have been upgraded,
Oh yeah.
I think that bit of it's already done, to be honest.
It has? Okay.
I'm not certain, but I think it had.
Okay. I haven't noticed yet.
No, I may be wrong, but the new servers, I believe, are up and running.
Okay. Yeah.
They did that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. So now they only have to implement the system also.
Yeah. There's also they've got CDL, whatever it's called, to implement.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
CPDLC.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I never remember it.
Where you get the information straight into your FMC.
Yeah.
That's great news.
The trouble is, there's going to be, inevitably, there's going to be competing methods of doing it. There's one that's released and already adopted by certain planes, but Zibo is probably not going to adopt it. He may be pushed into it because there is going to be a competing system out there.
Yeah, I remember a couple of months ago I wrote to Zibo and you and asked for the system.
It's called, current one that's used is called, begins with H, Hobby something? Hobby, that's it.
Yeah, the Hobby one, yeah.
But there's another one I know that's been written.
Okay. Is that a new one?
I don't think it's been released yet, but I know that it's being adopted by one of the air traffic control systems, and it isn't ATSIM and it's not a VAA.
Okay.
That's why I said, unfortunately, that side of it's going to be a bit of a mess, I think.
Okay. How come?
We'll just have to wait and see. It may be they'll move towards each other and they'll be compatible. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I hope so. So I really believe we need that system.
Yeah. The persons involved with the competing software is a very, very competent programmer, so it will be top-notch product when it becomes available.
Oh, great.
But we just got to wait and see where it goes.
Yeah. And the Laminar's X-Plane 12 is soon to be released, I hope.
Your knowledge is as good as me. Anything I say is a guesstimation based on how the previous models worked, how they've done it in the past, how what they've already declared is ready, what has been declared isn't ready. We're not talking the end of this month, I don't think.
No. I'm not speculating. I'm not, but I'm just. The fact is that they are in the test mode right now.
Well, obviously they keep talking it up because they want people to get involved. But if you remember the model that they included last time, was they got to a certain point where when X-Plane 11 was just about ready for beta testing, they told you if you bought the current version, which at that time was obviously X-Plane 10, that you would automatically get a license for the next version. And I think they're quite likely to use that model again. So the first hint that X-Plane 12 is soon to be released in alpha will be if they suddenly start saying, if you buy X-Plane 11 today, you will get a free license to X-Plane 12.
Yeah, it might be. It might be like that.
Yeah, but I think they found that model was quite successful, and I think they might try it again.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't mind buying it, though.
Well, you're going to have to buy X-Plane 12 license. It's a new license anyway.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Well, I don't mind doing that. So I hope it will be quite soon, anyway.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be that quick. I'll be glad we proved wrong. But it'll be that quick. There's a lot of speculation out there. But... Oh right.
Yeah. Well, it's highly expected. We'll see.
Hey, Andy. Yeah, no, I'm well on the road of recovery. Sorry? Yeah, I can hear you now. Andy, sorry, there's Andy Griffiths is on the stream. He made a post there. I'm talking to him in this instant. Sorry about that.
I may have understood.
Okay. Well, Andy, as long as you can fly, Andy Griffiths, as long as you can fly, we're all happy, man. Sounds like you sorted it. Good. Okay, Andy, here on Discord. Yes, I think we're getting somewhere. Don't give up. Just be stubborn. Fight back. Let's get you to a point of full understanding. And if you don't understand, we repeat something, and we'll make sure that you do understand. So, always remember the YouTube stream is like anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds behind. And if you do not mute the audio on YouTube, you're going to have an echo. Every few seconds it's going to replay in your ear. Then you're going to get lost because you don't know who's talking when really. So the best is just to cut that sound while we're talking to you, and then you can switch it on later again.
That was my problem.
Yeah, I understand.
I switched from a room to another, and then I missed it.
No problem, sir. No problem.
The approach to Ljubljana is really nice.
It is. My top of descent, 105 nautical miles. Sure. We're getting there.
Yeah, I'm on downwind.
Okay. I flew into Ljubljana 3-4 days ago. That was a lovely approach because I had the mountain on the left, the airport on the right. You go in between them and you turn back.
Exactly.
It's like,
yeah, it's really nice.
Ljubljana is a beautiful place.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can you explain me what's the difference between your stream people and Vistas? It seems to be live.
Yes, Krister is obviously streaming live on Discord, so it's much quicker, okay? My stream goes through YouTube. So I'm sitting at the southern end of Africa in Johannesburg, and my ingress server is in London, in the UK. See, so what happens is my packets need to now get on the internet, leave South Africa, go international, get to London, UK, get in on the server, and then it gets sent all over the network, you know? And that's...
Okay.
No problem. Yeah. If and when we get into serious training, okay, I either do the broadcast on both platforms, so I'll be live in Discord if the system allows me, and on YouTube, or otherwise when we do the private training, I only share the live screen. Yeah, when me and Zibo sit together, for instance, you know, yeah, the development group, I'm not broadcasting that stuff. That's private. So we sit here and I just go live here, and like I say, you know, whoever's in that room can then see the live video, and it's instant. It's just easier doing it on Discord that way, but then the audience is limited.
Okay, thank you.
If you want to understand what your particular latency is, if you right-click on your YouTube stream and click Stats for Nerds, there's a line called Live Latency. And that tells you how many seconds you're behind the actual live stream.
Okay. Take it. I'm not on YouTube.
Okay.
Thank you.
You've probably told me 3 times about this already, and I forget, Mac. I don't remember this. Strange, my live latency says 0 seconds.
Well, you should do. But mine, for example, is currently about 6 seconds.
Okay, I just discovered why. My stream is paused on YouTube, so now my latency is 5.27 seconds.
Anyway, so there's lots of information there when you know where to find things.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's too much even.
Yeah. Okay, Thunder, 100%, sir. We'll see you when we land.
Yeah.
Close to DD now, so it'll be about, I'm guessing, 35, 40 minutes, and we'll be on the ground.
Yeah, I'm on final.
Zero 4022 knots. Yeah, another island, another bunch of wind issues.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Sasso.
Oh, Mr. Sasso. Good afternoon to you.
How is it going? Good?
All good.
Okay.
Long day for you? Early start, was it?
Oh, yeah. My last day after 5 days of waking up at 3:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been tough.
But you've probably done a few thousand miles, eh?
Oh yeah, yeah. I had a long day. Consider that only in these 5 days I went twice to Canaries. Once to Fuerte and once to Tenerife.
I've just left Fuerte. I'm on my way to the Cape Verde Islands now.
Yeah, I saw there was the stream. Yeah.
Sometime when are you around at all in the next couple of days,
Maybe I'm gonna go to my girlfriend's house, so I don't wanna say anything because, you know, as soon as I say yes, I will be available, then something happened because that's always the story. But I can try, yeah.
Sazo, Sazo. Couple of real world situations which have arisen that I'd like to ask your advice before making comment.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But I don't want it to all be public. That's what I'm getting at until I verify.
Okay.
Sazo.
Yeah.
You know, there's a very easy way of sorting that girlfriend problem out, right?
Oh, I'm trying to look for a checklist. We have checklists for everything, but not for this problem.
No. You don't need a checklist. Marry the girl, get her into the same house as where you stay, you know, make an honest woman out of her, and you have your flight sim somewhere in the corner, and then the problem goes away.
When you've married her, you keep on nattering, and she says, go and do some flight simming, and she wants some peace and quiet.
No, you know, she stayed with in my house for basically a month on the middle of January till middle of February, and she was like, sometimes she said to me, I want to try the flight simulator. I was like, really? Yes, please, yes, absolutely, yes, do it, please. And it was fantastic. But then when you start to be away again, because now she's in the other city and I will go to see her tomorrow, then it starts to be problematic. Yeah, especially after a month together. And it's true. You know, stay with the girl under the same, you know, under the same house, and yeah, make it easy.
Yeah.
No, that's your excuse to upgrade your computer so you can give her your old one.
Oh, man, I told you, don't say this public. Now everybody knows. Like, this is something. Instead of me answering, this should be a 7600 situation.
What is this for channel? Is this a marriage counseling channel?
It's a motivational speaker channel.
Yeah, we know. We've been married for 35 years. So.
You know, like, Nico, next stream, how to survive, like at the beginning, Zibo, flying with Zibo, how to survive, 3 dots, and then girls.
Says surviving girls is even harder than surviving the Zibo.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I told you, I was looking for a checklist, but we have none.
There is none checklist, no.
The only thing is, if you notice that there is more updates for Zibo than there is for girlfriend models.
Oh yeah.
Just imagine if you could apply a fix when you decide that.
Change something.
Yeah.
Well, all we can say, Mr. Sasso, it's hard work.
It's hard work.
On the other hand, very rewarding also.
Yeah.
It won't be so without women.
I wish I was a good role model. I'm not. I'd love to be in the situation that Nico and Krista are in.
never know what life comes with. But
No, I'm not trying anymore. I can only take so much hurt.
No, I'm with you, Mac. I'm with you. I've told my wife already, if it doesn't work out at some point in time, I'm not going to try again either. You've given your all, you know, you've given everything. To start from the beginning again, I don't know. I don't even know if I can still be romantic in a date sense, you know. It's just,
Yeah, of course.
come on, guys, you're just lazy.
Anyway, all my female loves are just coming back to the UK anyway.
yeah.
I hope they are.
Ah.
It's no more fun than you make it.
Yeah, Christer. No, I agree. Now it's quiet.
Yeah. The female birds in my life are off feathered these days.
All those ospreys.
Yep.
Well, I'm 12 nautical miles from top of descent, so from now on, might get a little bit busier.
Okay, cockpit silence.
No, no, please. You guys are welcome to chat. Otherwise, it's gonna get
Like,
boring.
Don't talk to the driver.
Approach top of descent.
No, we can help out Sassy.
Guys, I have to quit. Good evening, all.
Good evening, Andy.
Okay.
Hello, Andy.
Good evening. Yeah. I'm also down and safe.
Good.
Very enjoyable flight. A spectacular approach, I must say.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
And a good landing rate. Too soft.
Yeah, Christopher, one of those things, somebody warned me that I need to use flight level 320, and I just thought to myself, nah, that's too low. But then it was a better flight level than this one. At least we can see.
What's the runway there?
01.
And the wind is?
Now you're asking me, hold on.
It is 04022, that's the wind.
Yes, you were quicker than me, but yes, that is.
Alright.
Thank you, Ryan. I just got ice cream.
Now you know why you went to get that tea.
Absolutely.
man, I could do this for a job.
Good evening, Eugene and Thunder. Welcome back. Nice clouds. And the headwind is substantially better now. Okay, I have a question. How many of you follow Mentor Pilot?
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, I do.
I see the video that I saw this morning, which I think is probably one of his latest. He actually used the level up aircraft to demonstrate what went wrong with the one aircraft in this situation. I thought that was real nice. Did Sasso leave? Oh, he didn't even say. Oh, I didn't hear. Sorry.
Yeah. I was hoping he was going to come around to finish streaming. We got one of the situations all set up to show him.
Ah.
Another time. Oh no, he's back. Sasso's back.
That's good. Fine. So it's like, yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
If you are able to hang around, Sasso, we'll set up one of the situations after you guys finish the stream.
Yeah, why not? I'm from the front, but so I don't have a wonderful screen, but yeah, would be fun. Yeah.
Sasso.
Yes?
Me and Uncle John were sitting here this morning. We watched one of Mentor Pilot's videos. And I see...
Oh, wonderful, man.
Yeah, but listen now, listen. There's a story here. So I saw he was using the level up aircraft to demonstrate something there on the stream, which is nice, you know, with Zibo / level up. And anyway, we were just talking about pilots in general and how Mentor does it. And a couple of names came up, and Uncle John said, you know how fortunate we are to have Sasso. day in out.
No, man, no.
Yeah, I said to him, yes,
You are-
uncle.
No, you are too good. Really, it's a pleasure for me to be here sometimes. You know, when I have time to talk, share. It's all good.
I'm glad.
It's a pleasure.
Well, we really appreciate you being here. I mean, yes, we've got lots of other pilots. I can pick from a hat any name, you know, bring in here, talk, do everything. But you know what makes it different with you is you want to be here. That's the way we perceive it. You know, you're enjoying it here. And that is what makes it so special for us as well.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're all obviously jealous and envious, you know, but what can you do? Yeah, you just have to live our dreams for us now. That's all.
I know.
Look at these clouds. Wow. Don't look that good that way. If you look like this, that's wow. So this is almost basically a teardrop approach. So we're gonna go past the airport and then turn left, then right, make the circle, come back. I'll try slow down as much as possible because that circle there looks like it's bulging a little bit.
Sorry, another phone call. Yeah,
oh,
I'm back.
Okay, no problem. Morning, Steel. Sounds good.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on.
I don't have authos or scenery for this area, unfortunately, guys. It's all default. The scenery that I found was old, not too good looking, so I just skipped it.
Approaching transition.
Ah, there's the airport. Excellent, Eugene. Yeah, that's good. Good feedback. Thank you for that. Yeah, we try, you know, from the beginning I always said, let's just keep it real. You know, we don't want to turn into, you know, celebrities as such. You know, I think it's inevitable to a certain degree. It's so funny when I listen to other guys streaming and they use my name or something, but that's not the point. The point is we want to keep it real. We want to really help everybody to understand, to learn, and to fly better, you know. Slow down. This is a bit fast. Nice. Ja, nee, mooi hoor. Ek is bly ons verstaan mekaar.
Flaps 5 set. Okay, guys, as we get closer, I'm going to open the mic. I do apologize if I cough in your ears. Forgive me. But for some strange reason, today is just the day that I cough a lot. So, how's it, Nathan? Flaps 15 set.
Turn, brother, turn. What a freaking star.
Radio altimeter.
1000 to level off.
Man, I love these clouds. Look at this soul impression. Wow.
1,000 to go.
This is indeed an interesting approach.
Cabin crew. 22.
Flaps 30 set. Ready
1,000.
checklist.
1,000 feet stabilized. Mr. Birch altitude set.
Taxi lights on.
Approaching 01.
Moet nie bekommerd wees nie, Christer.
500.
500. Clear to land runway 01.
400.
Let's tackle this baby, let's see.
Approaching decision height. 300.
Flight slow.
Minimums.
Flight slow.
200. 100.
Whoa.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Wow.
Reverse approach. Speed break up.
Wow. What a rudder movement that was a day. Yo. Wow. Phew. Thank you so much. That was a bit of a battle.
4,000 feet remaining.
Yeah.
Sure.
Landing. You are professional.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that was pretty well done. That.
Approaching
Now,
25.
I don't know where I am and how to taxi here, and for some reason, Navigo's not showing me on the map there. Right. Mac, I don't want to be funny. I had to seriously play with this yoke and rudders. Eh?
Flaps
Yeah, I
upset.
thought so, yeah. You could see it.
What was the landing rate, Christer?
On runway 07.
133. Oh my goodness! Wow. I'll send you a copy of the Zibo mod once there's a new release. All right. Yeah, you know that's the going prize in this channel. Always get a free copy of the Zibo mod. We're not shy. We hand this thing out very easily. After landing procedure.
If you've already got a copy of the Zibo, Nico might be able to offer you a copy of the level up, but there's no guarantee how long delivery will take.
Exactly. He wants the 52.5. Oh my goodness. Zibo, if you're watching, you better write, buddy. You better start writing that 5. He's looking for it. Yeah, free install guide. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And the training checklist. I'll throw that in there as a bonus. How does that advert go? But wait, there's more. If you buy now, we'll throw in a free training checklist. That's silly. Thanks, Scotsman. This wind, look at the taxi here. The moment I just get a little bit of speed, I've got to battle, eh?
Lucky you, Krista.
We'll have to speak to some of the pilots here on Discord, see if we can't get an FCOM 2021 or 2.
Yeah.
Mac, I think that's the challenge. We need one for 2022 now.
The latest one I've got is 2019, I think it is.
Yeah, mine as well.
But it's everything. Exactly. But seriously, not playing against Jason. It's it.
Shutdown procedure. Oh, I forgot she's not listening.
Ready for shutdown procedure. Shutdown procedure.
That's it. Now I need to wait 3.5 minutes. Then we can log it and get our little brownie points for the flight. Thank you so much for every one of you that stuck around or are here at this moment. That will appreciate the message. So thank you for watching. Mac?
Thank you, Nico.
Bye, bye all.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. We'll talk to you soon again.
Shutdown procedure.
Thank you for streaming, Nico.
Oh, make it stir.
Ready for
Can
shutdown
I
checklist.
quickly grab you and Sasso into Gentlemen's Scholars Room, please?